Welcome to this section on any benefits of having allies, or what are the benefits of having allies in the background of Cold War era or during the time period of Cold War era. First thing, what are the reasons to have allies? One, could not compete with the superpowers. The newly independent countries could not compete with the superpowers. Resources, the natural resources, financial assistance, and ideological reasons. Let us first explore why they could not compete. First benefit what is there if you are a part of an ally is that the superpower was so powerful. Either you take the case of USA or USSR, both the countries are very powerful that all the Asias and Africa's smaller states combined could not compete with it. Suppose let us say in Asia we have 20 countries and in Africa we have another 15 countries roughly, for an example. Total 35 countries budget, resources, revenue or military would not be able to compete with one US economy military strength. This is the fundamental reason why the smaller states want to be an ally with some superpower, because they cannot compete as a whole. It is better to be friendly with them. The second reason is the smaller states aided the superpowers in obtaining the resources such as minerals and oils. So the second benefit, one is to be safe without any conflict. If there is any issue, any enmity, the superpower will help us. That is one confidence. That's why they don't want to compete. They want to take their support. The superpowers are having an advantage when they support a smaller state with less economic development, less developed state, where there are a lot of natural resources in Asia or Africa. So these smaller states will give support to the superpowers to obtain those resources. So second reason is resources. Third one, gaining access to territories. So the superpowers need access to the territories and the troops. Whose troops? The superpowers' weapons, superpowers' troops could be launched by using the land of the smaller states. Somewhere in Africa, some country, for example, Zaire or Uganda, they support it. So USA or USSR can deploy their weapons, troops, and use them to launch against their enemy alliance or the enemy nations. In return to this favor of being an ally, they will also receive financial assistance for military expenses. So the third important benefit is financial assistance. And coming to the last one, they will have ideological reasons to get allied to some group. Allies were also significant for ideological reasons, as their loyalty indicated that the superpower was winning the war ideas and the liberal democracy is better, or liberal democracy plus capitalism is a better idea when you compare it with socialism. Similar case, the socialist bloc may also feel that socialist ideology is much better when compared to democracy or capitalistic idea. So, what is a benefit to be a part of an ally? Is it only one-sided benefit that the smaller nations will get? Definitely no. It is a mutual benefit. According to Stephen Covey, it is a fourth principle what he proposed, the fourth habit. win-win situation. It is a win-win situation for the smaller states because they could not together also compete with the superpower. So they make friendship. Due to this friendship, the superpowers will get the access of the resources what are there in the less developed nations, where they don't have that economic resources to extract those particular resources. That will be taken by the superpowers. Other than this, other than having friendship and obtaining the resources, there is a clear agenda that the superpowers want the land of the smaller states in Asia and Africa to spread their wings, to increase their influence, to counter their enmity. As we know the background, as we are studying the Cold War, they want to counter their counterparts. They want to stop the growing influence of either of the blocks. So they want the smaller states to join with them, use their lands, deploy their weapons, troops, be ready for the disposal. In return, they will give some financial assistance for the military expenses. And the most important one, that is the ideological reasons. Allies are very, very significant because of ideological reasons. To what ideology they are showing their loyalty, how they are going to sell their ideology, how they are going to sell their alliance with a particular group, either the Western or the Eastern Bloc, in their own home country, for what ideology they are standing for, because they need to run their country as a leadership. They have their own national interest. They also have to sustain as a newly independent nations. So they would propagate the idea of democracy. They would prefer to be in the Western Bloc. If they want to propagate the idea of socialism, they would prefer to be with the USSR bloc. So like this, there are mutual benefits, win-win situation for the superpowers as well as for the smaller states or the less developed states by being a part of an ally, by making an alliance with a superpower, by joining into one bloc. You get certain benefits mutually. So these are the benefits of having an ally. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section.